there we go. What's going on, y'all? All right, as you can see by the title, get it out your system. Let me see what other messages, because I have one message out there for you now. Give me a second. I'll be right there. But it's definitely having to do with the word use. And we know that's 10th house energy. I use the mantra of Capricorn, 10th house, Saturn energy, a lesson. Hmm. Utilitarian. It's the Grays card, which is also number 10. Sure is number 10. You could be tall. The person could be tall or taller than you. That could be any height. They don't have to be what people consider tall. They could just be someone taller than you or someone making you feel smaller than what and who you are. It's part of the lesson, though. Organized intimidation. Something also regarding this is the way you're going to recognize who you are. For some of you, the message is stop playing yourself. You know who you are. And until you remember, this is how we're going to present these situations to you. More so a wake up call, especially throughout this eclipse season. Wait a minute. That would be too much stuff up here. What's going on though? What y'all feeling? What y'all got going on? Let me get the angels and ancestors right up on after this because we ain't about to play. We are not about to play out here. What's going on with y'all? This is the message that is out here at this present moment. This is the reason why I'm on this live right now. So whoever this is for, you know who you are. You're here for a reason. Nothing's a coincidence. But there's something here in regards to organized or an organization, intimidation, or organized intimidation. Or this could just be the objective or the story or the summary of your storyline as it regards to the lessons you've been learning. Okay. As you can see here, some of you been asleep for a little too long there. But there's also something that's keeping you asleep or asleep. This could simply be a belief. Before you start going into entities outside of you, it's important to recognize that if you're seeing an entity or some sort of energy with outside of you, it is also within you. As many times and as many different, videos that you can see where you may have a shift in perception as far as now there's certain things that I'm seeing outside of me that are not me. They may not be you at that moment, but at one point they were. And until you completely conclude that lesson, this is why it keeps appearing. See what I'm saying? So let's see. Welcome, love. Let's see what else comes through here. Because, yeah, I'm as you can see, y'all see me live when Source said, okay. So there's a lot of information and videos that I already have from previous lives that you can utilize right now. A lot of those messages before are foreshadowing the period that we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what the angels and ancestors look. I just picked up these cards, and what showed itself. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. Before I even show you this card, and me saying I'm not showing you anything you don't already know. That is the key in terms of, especially when it comes to tarot and oracle readings that you are looking into. Okay? The messages are confirmations. They're not giving you an answer you don't already know. Keep that at the forefront of your mind. Your spirit guides you, and wherever you are at in connection to your spirit guides you to certain messages to confirm what you already know. Now, the accountability, that you have with yourself in regards to, let's say you hear something that you're not feeling, but deep down inside it got something to do with you. Best to believe that there's going to be something that shows up outside of you that's going to remind you of what needs to change. And that's okay as long as you change it. But this is what I'm saying. Pick up the cards. You already know. Honor your inner knowing. Medicine mother. Some of you are in this lifetime as medicine mothers from a past life, or this has something to do with your lineage, coming from shamans, mystics, healers, warriors. Now some of you are both warriors and healers. That's a whole different because in most cases you'll have a healer, yes, but they are healing the warriors. And in healing the warriors, they're taking in the pain that these warriors go through. But in that mixture or that merge of being the warrior and the healer, that's a different type of level we talking about, in terms of, as you're healing, you're also fighting it off at the same time. So your energy levels are going to be much higher. For some of you, this is why you're going through certain experiences or situations, observing these experiences and situations from a different standpoint, or this message is going to confirm to you that, yeah, it's time to look at this from a different standpoint, because there's so much more that you can handle. Some of you may have been experiencing things on your own and nobody understands you. If you've been on this channel for some time, that's one of the main things that I say on this channel. You're not here to be understood by anyone but yourself. Because the world around you is just one big old mirror. And the strongest reflection you're going to have is who you have as family, or who you connect with as far as a romance, in terms of, that type of aspect. Even certain jobs and careers you connect to as well. You see what I'm saying? So let's see what's going on. Let's see. I've been in a hermit mode of all hermit modes. Okay. Ooh, the Shield Maiden came out with the Lord. Wow. Okay. So you have, what is it? It's the Hunter, the Lord or the Emperor, and then the Sage. For the feminine is the Mother Maiden and Crone. So for the masculine energy, it's the Hunter, the Lord, and the Sage, or the Father. The Hunter, the Father, and the Sage. Those are those three stages as far as the Mother, the Maiden, and the Crone. So with the Shield Maiden here and the Lord here, as far as the angels and ancestors message, here we have the Aries energy coming through here. Okay. And this Queen of Swords vibes pulling through as well with this Maiden energy. Make plans and focus so you can take charge with authority. And look what's right up before that. Utilitarian is basically just being used, and not so much for what you were intended for. Okay, so we can look at that as an example of people who want you around just because of what you do, but not fully celebrate you, and do things to feel better about themselves by making you feel smaller than them. But the angels and ancestors over here is telling you make plans and focus and take charge with authority. Whatever this has to do when it comes to your life in particular, for each and every one of you, because your situations are different. But there's something that you need to be more focused on. And when I say focus, focus on your own thoughts so you can feel what you feel. Because in most cases, you're being told to, listen to your thoughts or be mindful. But what are you actually being mindful about? Is it someone else's thoughts, the way they think of you, or is it solely your own thoughts about yourself? Because if it's about the way someone else sees you or thinks of you, you're not yet connected to your feelings. You can only be connected to your feelings once you are connected to your own thoughts. Now, with that Queen of Swords energy, that shield maiden energy, this can come across as a person who doesn't give a fuck, but you actually do give more fucks than anybody could ever realize because you're taking care of yourself. You can't take care of anybody else, love anybody else until you love and take care of yourself. Whether this be you a parent, you as a child, you as a sibling, you as a co-worker, you as a boss, whatever, manager, you, whatever title you want to put onto yourself. But the whole point about this is you can't do anything for anyone else until you make the plans and focus and take charge of an authority of your own life. Going back to your life has to be your life in the way you think about it and not the way someone else thinks you should be living. You should be living. Some of you need to leave a situation because I almost said leaving. Or you could also be of Caribbean descent, where the language you speak is Spanish. Because it almost came out as though it was about to be some Spanglish word at this point. But let's continue. Let's see what the Moon Oracle cards are saying. This one to pop out. The answers you need are coming. Full Moon in Gemini. So this may have something to do with the sibling or somebody close to you. Now, let's say you physically got out of a situation that has to do with close family members, but you're still dwelling on it in your mindset. You haven't gotten over it yet, and that's going to mess up your stability faster than them actually being physically present in your environment. So if you notice that there's a holdup on your manifestation, what is it that you are still holding on to that once you let it go, it allows you to be more grounded in who you are, being the roots for your own tree. So with this message here, the answers you need are coming. Full Moon in Gemini. Gemini has to do with one, first and foremost, information, third house energy. This could even be a neighbor, your neighborhood. Okay, the answers you need are coming. Make plans and focus and take charge with authority. So this is also something about putting the puzzle pieces together, getting everything in order here. Okay, we are officially in the new year due to the spring season. Nature already gave you that answer, depending on where you're located. 444 on the clock right now. And what's at the bottom of the deck also, step out of your comfort zone. Some of you, your north node here is Gemini. So this could, depending on which area of your life this is, as far as the house, the north node that is connected to, this has to do with the way you relate information that you have, especially when it comes to your own perception, when it comes to those closest to your neighborhood, siblings, cousins, the way you network, social media. See, some of you, the plan here when it comes to social media is to be mindful of what it is that you're following, because what you're following is also trickling into your life. So if you want harmony, calmness, joy, serenity in your life, what is it that you are focused on when it comes to the extension of your brain, your eyes? What are your eyes looking at? What are your ears listening to? What are you responding back to based on what you see and what you listen to? Because that's the exchange right there. And with that exchange, all it's doing, it's becoming you. Because you could, look at certain things, listen to certain things from an observing standpoint. But once you respond to it, a certain emotion that is not so much you still being in that observing standpoint, you now begin to experience it. So this is what I mean about a situation that you may have had in the past that you need to let go of. How are you responding to other situations around you? Is it bringing more peace and more harmony and calmness into your life, or is it causing more chaos? Now, chaos, when used accordingly, can also be a gift, but you have to be wise as to the way you use it. And in order to be wise to use chaos, you have to go through lessons and utilize what you've learned from those lessons. Okay. Let me see what the situation is. Let's get a actual moon card out here. Okay. Emotions are running high and it came out in a sideways position, super moon. There's a challenge here. That's the challenge. Emotions are running high. Energy and motion is running high. Yeah, so some of you have to literally do some cleansing of what it is that you are connecting with as far as social media, who you're texting or who you're calling and all this other stuff, conversations that you're having, because it's slowly but also rapidly and surely becoming you. But what for that message in particular, becoming you, it's the you that you have already grown from. But you can easily step out of this once you have a different sight of what it is that is occurring. You're looking, but do you actually see what's going on? Because if you see what's going on, Sagittarius energy, ninth house, that means now you've gone through the transformation, which is the eighth house Scorpio energy. In order for you to see, you're gonna have to go to the depths of your subconscious mind of all of the darkness that's there. But you can also find the gems that's gonna make you the god and goddess that you are, the generator, operator, destroyer. Some of you are just out here letting others generate and operate you and destroy you. But just know that that's a choice. Or you may have people around you who are allowing that, and by them being in close proximity to you, that's all it takes as well for the energy to be transferred. With that Queen of Swords energy, make plans and focus. That's what that's about. Make plans and focus. But these plans and focus that you have, what are you really focused on? Are you focused on, once again, the way people see you and think of you, or is it solely based on you? Even if you have children, because some of you may do things just so that your children could see you in a different way, and that could hurt you too, because you're not fully being yourself. So the key in all of this is to be self in connection to all that is, and in the most divine factor and in the most divine way of unconditional love. Because then you won't have to force yourself for anybody to see you. Those who see you will see you because you see yourself. Okay. So welcome, Pantera Soul Fam. Look at that. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So whatever this is that's coming back up to the surface, well, it tends to happen around Aquarius season. Aquarius is I know. It tends to happen around the energy of you knowing something, and the ancient ruler of Aquarius is Saturn. You know what this lesson is. I'm not telling you something you don't know. Okay, let's see. I just heard Janelle Monáe. You are not the same. No, I'm not the same. Here we go. Have faith in your dreams. Ooh, the answers are coming through there, huh? Have faith in your dreams. Faith, dreams, both 12th house energy. So, this is why the answers you need are coming, came out as far as Gemini energy. You having the answers that you really can't discuss with anybody else. This has to be between you and the most high version of yourself and connection to the most high infinite creator of all, so you can take charge with authority. Lord, I am Aries energy. Whatever this is, that's in the depths, that's in another realm, dreams, faith, that's also Pisces energy, 12th house energy. This also has to do with spiritual hygiene. Some of you have reached a level where you can see different aspects of yourselves in different realms where, you know what I'm saying? You've been putting in some type of work here when it comes to, you're not about to take over my body. I control my body, not you. Okay? So, here we go. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. That's what we coming up to right now. That solar eclipse. New moon in Aries. Be bold and make the first move. What is that? Take charge with authority. You're the one in charge of your life. You are. Any opportunity that connects with you is because you called it in. You want to be mindful about something, be mindful as to what it is that you're paying attention to, because what you pay, that means you're buying it into your life. You're bringing it into your life. You want to own that, or you want it to be something you possess, which is also a key word for Taurus energy, second house frequency, Venus energy. What are your sacred values that'll cause you to make certain decisions? Because it's those sacred values that are causing you to make certain decisions. And what needs to change? All right. But I'm going to leave y'all a message there. May you all have a blissful evening. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'll see y'all on the next live. Ciao.